what it is. Make sure everything is upright and going before I even start saying anything. Well, okay. With the announcement coming on Illfonics' Instagram page about them and Gun definitely 100% taking over Halloween the game, I decided to stream with Trix while we were on some Killer Clowns from Outer Space, just to turn around, give my insights to it, say why I won't be buying it, let Trix explain why he won't be buying it, even though we both are fans of the Halloween franchise, to talk about the state of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, which is abysmal to say the fucking least, and everything else as a whole. Well, the reason why I will not be buying Halloween the game is because I've been here since Friday the 13th the game. Friday, Predator, Ghostbusters, play some TCM, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space the game. Got this game on early access on Xbox. And shit you not, the year one anniversary update for this game was shit. What you're seeing here is what we got for the year one anniversary update. Give us more money. That's all we saw. The game is broken, glitchy, buggy. Lobbies are freaking tweaking. Mute feature still doesn't work. Bugs are still happening in the game. Exploits are still happening in the game. And because Illfonics has a new cash cow to hook up to their milking machine and suck freaking Michael Myers dry, like a freaking weird porno between him and freaking Laurie Strode. Don't you laugh, Trix. You there?
Yeah, no.
is one of these type of things to where why, and I agree with people over Instagram over their second post, is always keep this in mind when it comes to Gunmedia and Illfonic, and this is sadly a lot of what the people from the newer games to their previous ones always tend to do, is don't forget the games that came before. Let's not forget how buggy and glitchy Friday was, Predator was, TCM was, Ghostbusters was, Killer Clowns still is. Mm-hmm. And mind you, we did not see an update in Killer Clowns from Outer Space before the anniversary update for 7 to 8 months. And you expect me to be excited for this new prospect? You know what's going to happen as soon as I see the Halloween trailer and see produced by Gunmedia and made by Illfonic? My heart's going to go out my ass, and I'm going to lose all fucking interest in it. Almost like I did with this game, and decided to give them one last chance, which they blew miserably. You wonder what's going to happen with Halloween the game? Illfonics is going to be there for 6 months to a year like they did with Friday, Predator, Ghostbusters, and Killer Clowns. They're going to... And look with Killer Clowns. Perfect fucking example of it. They were here around the time when we got the mall update. They pretty much vanished. Nothing over social medias. We weren't getting any freaking, no streams, no nothing. And now we see why. Now we see why Gunmedia and Illfonic decided to drop Killer Clowns, because they had a bigger prospect dropped in their lap. And what makes you think for a second, say if they do a Halloween game 6 months, 7 months in, somebody comes up to them like, hey, do you want to do a Nightmare on Elm Street game? They're going to drop Halloween. Because they got a better prospect dropped into their lap. This is why I'm not excited for it. Even past what they did with the cash grab that was TCM, and the $42 worth of cosmetic DLCs, what they done with Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and all of its microtransactions that, mind you people, they walked away with bank with this game from a lot of their players. And that money did not go back into this game. They took it, took their holidays, took their vacations, and left. And this is from somebody who's been trying to work with them. I try to talk to them over freaking Instagram. Try to send them bug videos. Try to send them reports about freaking stuff that's happening in the game. Get half-assed responses from them. And now they're expecting me to buy another one of their damn games? No. If it's free for Game Pass, I'll try it there. If it's not, then I'll wait for it to come for PlayStation Plus for free, which it inevitably will. And that's how I'll play it. Trix, your turn.
Dude, I'm gonna start off with, I agree with you on every angle you just hit everybody with. I mean, real shit, because 100%. I'm not touching this shit if it ain't free. I refuse to. Dude, I don't see the rational approach in even giving them 1 penny. Okay, I get it. Everything is like to a dollar value, but like I can't even give them a fucking penny because I don't even get a penny's worth of anything, effort. You know, what is that? Reciprocated like services, if you will. Like just like there's no return for the investment from a fan or player standpoint with these guys at all. And remember, I just joined this whole scene. Like this was really the first concrete game that like let me see what fuckers like Illfonics and Gun are like and how they treat the base that is the community, as well as, you know, just how they're going to treat the product itself.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about just wanting to give you a box with more makeup in it than anything else. And that's what they want you to pay for.
Well, yeah. Well, because sadly...
Strictly beautician level product for what, if anyone, with just enough sense, bro, like enough want for an actual game to play, that's not going to be enough.
No. Well, and sadly, my freaking, like I was telling you earlier, my whole worry would be with it, you know, right, is Halloween. Yeah, there's a lot of movies, but Michael Myers always essentially stays the same. It's like, how much essential content can you get off of it? You know, right? Like, I would have seen this game, Predator, or Ghostbusters being able to have more content because there are multiple movies, multiple different iterations, and things they never used. And mind you, we never got content based around it, from the comics, the movies, the different weapon classes, Predator classes. We never saw anything to that nature. But, yeah. So it's another thing to look forward to in their game, which is, like you said, going to be all from a beautician standpoint and marking. Because the game's still going to be buggy, glitchy, broken, like Friday was. And so I'll take off our rose-tinted glasses for 2 seconds and understand this. Was Friday the 13th fun? Yes. But not from a fun standpoint. From a fundamental standpoint of how the game looked, ran, and played. All three of those things right there, the game failed miserably on. Because it was made, published by Gunmedia, and made by Illfonics. And so from somebody who has said Killer Clowns from Outer Space would be their last chance to dress to impress. And credit where credit is due. For the first 6 months, yes, they were on top of everything. Just boom, 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 getting everything fixed. Getting problems dealt with. But as soon as that went out the window, it was like they didn't give a shit anymore, and we see why. How long did it take before the same thing happens with Halloween? Look at what they left Killer Clowns with. Broken, glitchy, buggy, horribly nasty, toxic community. Riddled with microtransactions, where it just seems like that's the only thing they've ever cared for in the game. As soon as they added the frickin' story in, am I wrong with that, Tricks?
Not at all. Well, I was just about to say, I was like, if you're streaming right now, then they can see what you're seeing on your screen.
Well, no, because what I was asking is like, essentially, as soon as they added in that store, that's when it really seemed like they just stopped giving a shit. It was like, oh, we got our microtransactions.
Dude, that store, its banner should be fatter and up top. The way they, like, especially the way they act about it, like, this is what it should look like. It shouldn't be down there in the corner with a fucking, I don't even know how that's still news. They still have a news bulletin. Come on, dude, we've joked about this like a couple times when we've tried to fucking breathe and play this game. Give it another shot.
Mm-hmm.
See what the lobbies are looking like. Okay, news is like when it was brand new, like the day of, like, especially you go in there, you check the date, like, come on, bro, like, what the fuck are we, the fan dark theory that, you know, in Pokemon, ever since him and Pikachu got jumped by them fucking flock of crows or Spearows, whatever, the Ash has been in a fucking coma the entire time, dreaming up every experience. Like, that's what that is. Like, you're telling me that you're freezing us at, hey, year 1 update, get excited, get hyped, brand new stuff, brand new cosmetics, all bullshit. Nothing was new. Maybe one cosmetic.
Well, no, the clownality with you.
Excuse me. Yeah, the fucking the Chiodo class skins. Oh fuck, not even class, just skins, just Chiodo skins. They're not classes. They're not special in any other way.
Well, no, hold on. The only thing that was new in this update was the new challenges and rewards, the dolly, and the new clownality. That was it. Everything else was stuff that was all added into the game, or was in the game, but just you had to pre-order the game to get it. The only thing they didn't add from the pre-order stuff was the box. Had cosmetic. That was it. Everything else you can now purchase on their shop for money. And if you don't think
that was a legal thing with Amazon.
Yeah, and if you don't think for a second that after TCM, with how laughable that game was, with the money they wanted, and how this game has been with their shop, mind you, before I get on to my next tangent, I'm going to say this. Mind you, there was always in the concept, there was supposed to be the tickets, but there was supposed to be, like in Predator Hunting Grounds, there was supposed to be an in-game currency and an in-game shop where you could actually buy other cosmetics, probably emotes and things of that nature. We never saw this, and probably never will, in the game. And see, now here's where the tangent for me begins. And I don't give a shit what anybody's got to say to me about this. Is we as a community, as soon as this store was added in, we got inundated with, give us money, give us money, give us money. But the second that people started giving them more money was the second they acted like they didn't give a shit, dropped the game, and that all the money they did get and are still getting is not going back into this said game. We don't even know if it's going into Halloween. You see, my mentality of it is, and it always has been when it comes to these type of stores, it's like, I will give my money to a company who actually deserves to get the money. Content, bug fixes. Dude, the year 1 anniversary update was literally the best example of this. Gameplay challenges, gameplay balance and adjustments. For example, they made the LOL and your movement speed a little bit faster and fixed 1/2 of one bug after 7 months to 8 months of nothing but all cosmetic updates. And these are the people that people are getting excited for with Halloween. Like I said, this is not me trying to hate on them. This is just like, and my mentality has always been this: is if they deserve praise, they'll get praise. If they don't deserve praise, then they're not going to get the said praise. They're going to get scalded like a dog that just pissed on my carpet. Which, sadly, that is what it feels like to play Gunmedia and Illfonics games. They're like the dog who comes inside after freaking going on a 3-mile walk and curls up to take a shit on your carpet as they're looking you dead straight in the face while doing it. They know what they're doing. I said this shit. You remember me saying this, Tricks. Did I not tell you that Gunmedia was dropping TCM to work on another game?
Yeah.
Like a couple of days before the announcement even came out. And we didn't even know what it was. And you know what? I guess let me give a silver lining to this. The only silver lining is that Jason Voorhees is now safe from the clutches of Gunmedia and Illfonics. The game that's being made of Jason can be made, published, and developed by another studio who will actually give a fuck about it. Because yes, cosmetically wise, the looks and everything else of that nature, they get right. They did the same thing with this game. Aesthetically, it's pleasing to the eye. But everything else is where they fell massively on. Social media presence, keeping up with their communities, giving out info, keeping people hyped, streaming their games, playing with their own communities, bug fixes, glitch fixes, exploit fixes, keeping their communities under tow and under wraps and keeping them controlled is all stuff that both Gun and Illfonics fell on miserably. And it's the same thing that's happening here with Killer Clowns right now as we speak. Is you know what's killing the game? No content. No information of no new content in any way, shape, or form other than people like talking about leaks. And the fact of it's a very nasty, toxic community who just sit here and go after people because they feel like they can. And they know they can because Illfonics will do nothing to them. Even if you send them videos, clips, and they can be saying the worst shit humanly imaginable, they won't go after these people. And never seeming to understand. See, the problem that we're going to have with this is if Halloween is anything like Killer Clowns, and it's a small community, if you get people like that in that game, those people are going to run off new people. The bugs, the glitches, the exploits, the server issues, and everything else are going to run people off. And now, like Killer Clowns, are these people going to come back? Or are you going to get new people to replace the people you lost? Because, see, that's what Friday did. Something that Friday did well was if we lost 20 players, we were able to replace those 20 players with 20 to 30 more players who would take their places. Killer Clowns, we've never seen that. Even if we do see new people, they're only here for a day, maybe two, and they're gone. What's going to happen on Halloween? Because I tell you, ever since Predator, Ghostbusters and Killer Clowns were both very small communities. Why? Because after what Illfonics did with Predator, there were a lot of their freaking people who got real pissed off at them and went after them. And after TCM, it's the same thing with Gun. And I'm telling you people, if you people mean what you say, stick to your guns. Don't buy the game. At least until you see at least a good 6 months worth of freaking 6 months worth of proof that they're not going to just drop it and run. And sadly, this is the road that we're at. This is why I say the ASIM community and the ASIM space is in a dark place. Because it really is. Because the only developer is the people who make Dead by Daylight, who seem to know what they're doing. Gunmedia and Illfonics keep getting these big titles, but then do next to nothing with them. And like say Killer Clown, for example, this game is fun. But does the fun keep out all the other shit that's happening in the game? No. Why do you think me and Trix have been taking breaks from it? And massive breaks at that. Like, we haven't, been on this game in 2 weeks?
Yeah, at least.
And mind you, this is and this is from people who used to play this game every single day of the week. And we can't even freaking stand it anymore. I was telling him earlier, I think if no map comes in October, if it doesn't come free for PlayStation Plus in October, this game is done. Do I like to have to say that? No, because you're hearing somebody talk who pre-ordered the game early access on Xbox, bought the digital deluxe edition on PlayStation. I don't want to see this game fail. I bought this game twice. But the reality is what the reality is. This is why, like I was saying earlier, I don't care that it's Halloween. Yes, I'm a big Michael Myers fan. And you know what? Still don't give a shit. Because I know their products. I played enough of them. And if they're going to do and act the way they're going to act, well, then they lost a customer. Or customers with me and Trix. And you know, if you're smart, I'd say give it a little bit of time before you actually spend your money on it. Do not. This, Halloween the game, goes into the subject matter of do not pre-order. And if you do pre-order it, only pre-order it after because, you know, let me stop complaining for a minute. Let me go into a couple of things that if Illfonics and Gunmedia were smart on, they could actually make Halloween the game, hands down, their arguably best game to come out since Friday. One. Have not one, not two, but 3 betas. Have a alpha, a closed, and an open beta. And take what your community says to heart when they're playing the game. If the game, by that point, is not ready to release, don't release it. Because that was a problem that Texas Chainsaw Massacre had. That was a problem this game had. Is it needed more time in the oven. Hellaciously bad. If you can keep the bugs down, the glitches down, deal with your communities, keep content actually coming into the game. And when I mean content, I don't mean skins or whatever. No, I mean new abilities, new humans, new survivors, you name it, maps, modes, etc. Then maybe we could have something to talk about. Because you know the reason why I go on these rants is because literally, like in Killer Clowns right now, all we're left with is the microtransactions, the community, and its bugs. That's all we're left with. So, I'll be straight up freaking blunt with it. What's to praise Illfonics for at this point with this game? Can you tell me anything, Trix?
I mean,
just last, say, 8 months. Maybe 9. Give me one thing you'd praise Illfonics for with this game.
I can't give you anything I don't got, bro. Like,
Well, no, I get it.
I'm glad they haven't cut the cord completely.
No, yeah. I mean, that's really about it. I mean, other than them not pulling the cord completely and just being like, yeah, you know what, we're done with the game, which I do feel like it's going to eventually happen with this game because the player base is already dwindling massively.
It's like, yeah.
I feel like it will come.
Asking for that fucking, the opposite, what is it? For fucking offline, they want to be able to do, not just as a clown, but they want to be able to, like, be human and, like, I don't know, somehow have.
No, you know the reason why you don't want that? No. You know why you don't want that? Because let me tell you why. The one game they did try to freaking implement a bot killer was Ghostbusters: The Spirit Unleashed. If you're anything of a competent player in any game, you know how easy it was to literally run through a bot lobby and just boom, 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 and trap that ghost? Their bots are dumb people. Their bots are idiots. Like, look at the bots in this game, for example. Like, it's just, there's a lot that can be done to make Halloween better. But the reality of it is they have to turn around and actually listen to their communities and the people within them to make their games better. They have to start hearing people. Because if they don't, these games are going to continue to be the way they are. And people are going to continue to get madder and madder at Illfonics and Gunmedia until they have no choice but to shut their doors. Because they're going to have nobody left, unless they have just, there are a couple of hundred freaking, fanboys and fangirls who just, oh my god, well, you can't say nothing negative about them. Like having the people who freaking swear to God they're the next Jesus Christ incarnate, and people are trying to crucify them on a cross. I don't think. Acting like, oh, they don't deserve the hatred they get. They never treat their communities like shit. They never, Wes Kalsner would never be mean to somebody in his community. Matt would never be mean to somebody in his community. The Illfonics would never make it to where the players distrust them. Yeah, bullshit. Bull fucking dodongo shit. Straight up. The reason why this shit's happening for, and the reason why people have the attitude they do with Illfonic, is because it is 110% completely justified. Like how Trix feels with this game. His feelings are 110% because he's another person who bought this game twice. I don't think. His feelings are 100% valid at Illfonic. And fuck anybody who will sit there and tell him his feelings are not. If he chooses not to buy this game, we'll gut on him. Because honestly, we need a lot more smarter people throughout this ASIM space who are going to start treating Gunmedia and Illfonic. And it's like, look, is it going to suck that the only way I feel like to make them listen is we're going to have to literally make Halloween the game to be a flop. A money waste. It's the only way that I see them listening to anybody in this, in any of these communities. They're going to have a monumental, maybe only a couple of hundred people playing the game. Because if they get anywhere over 5,000, they'll be over Instagram like, oh my god, we got 10,000 people playing our game. Then when you get the shutdown notice, they'll be like, well, they won't even thank you for playing it. They'll just give you a whole bunch of excuses and whatever and call it good. So, like I always say in these, take it for what it is. Take it for what you will. If you don't like what I got to say, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just trying to warn people ahead of time because the news just broke today. So I'm trying to make something on it because I want more people to understand to not trust these companies anymore. To not trust Gunmedia or Illfonic in any way, shape, or form. And to not turn around and give them your hard-earned money and expect anything else other than what you're getting. Because, like I said earlier, Predator, Friday, Ghostbusters, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I have played every last one of their games except for Dead Alliance. And you know what? I am not a pleased customer. And I don't do the shit that other people do in gaming. I don't. So, you got anything else to say, Trix?
I would just say, man, going in looking like, even if it's a day one experience with these guys, go in cautious as fuck. Do not feel the need to buy into anything that they might be marketing hard, because personal experience with this, yeah, just it's a no-go, bro. Especially if they just
Mm,
decide to leave y'all fucking hanging.
I say give it. Well, I say that yes, but I say give it 6 months. Give it 6 months, maybe 7 to 8. Wait for a sale because the game will definitely be going on sale. Don't buy it at full price because their games are never worth full price. Because for one, they don't have the content to back them up. Like in this game, they want $39.99 or $49.99. We got 2 maps. That was it. There's not enough content here for freaking 40 to 50 bucks. There's not.
Unfortunate knowing that its original tag wasn't even worth what original content it came with.
You know what? Well, exactly my point. What I think I've been saying for a good bit of time now, the way I would freaking be putting it is we should have a thing to where it's just like, look, we should have something in the gaming community or in the gaming sphere where your game is priced based off the content and how your game is made, how well it runs, how well it, how long you can play it for, replayability. It's one of these type of things to where, no, 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 man, because just like I would tell people with Killer Clowns, like if you just must absolutely have this game, wait for a sale. Wait for a sale on Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Epic stores because it always goes on freaking sale. It's going on sale
Like
constantly.
sometimes I heard the physical editions for Amazon, which unlock a lot of the pre-order cosmetics, and you get the box set. Shit, if you're really a
Mm-hmm.
makeup hoe, wait for the physical edition for whatever console
Well,
you rocking to come out.
well, and that's another freaking problem right there. Same thing it was in Texas. It's the same thing it is here. Is will Halloween the game have any customizable options, making your own Michael Myers, or will they want you paying money for the game and then friggin' the ability to be able to customize anything? Because right now, that is the way it is with both games. TCM, if you want to even look remotely different in any way, shape, or form, you better pony up some money, pony boy. Killer Clowns. If you don't want to look like every other person in the fucking lobby, they don't have the same taste as you, pony up.
Hmm.
Give them more money for them to drop the damn game. Like, it's one of these type of things to where, and goddamn it, one of my friends just sent me something over Instagram, and boy, I think they're going to. God, I hope they don't. Cause he just sent me oh, they're gonna probably release it on Halloween of this year because of the title, or Halloween of next year.
Well, next year would probably be more
Well, I mean, they've
a
been working on
wise
it.
move
Well,
because
they've
if
been
you did
working
it
on it.
now, I don't even know how built and set to walk, let alone crawl, it's at, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it sucks because, like I said, graphically it does look pretty. Okay, this is again me as just a fan. Like I would love to buy this game day one. I would, but personal experience, like TCM, this, no thanks. I'll wait. Like, I mean, I'd probably even be upset with the person that gifted me the game. Like, if they're like, "Hey, late birthday or early birthday or Merry Christmas or any stupid reason to gift me I'd probably be upset. Look them in the face and be like, "Damn, bro, how much did you pay?" Because that would be the concern. Is like, how much money are you giving these guys for a possible mess or a flop or same old rinse and repeat, bro. Like as if you were just in the shower, shampooing and treating your hair or something, you know? I just, yeah. Goosebumps level shit. Gamer
Well,
beware, you're in for a scare.
I mean, sadly, take it for what it is. But I'm just gonna say this shit straight out. Is could I guarantee it? It's gonna be about as bad as Friday or TCM. Yeah, because in being a fan of these franchises, buying their games the way I have, or getting them gifted to me from other people, you know, sadly, I know one thing. They're going to flop they're going to flop in some way, shape, or form. We just don't know how colossally hard they're going to flop. Because Ghostbusters: The Spirit Unleashed got a lot of content to it, and is arguably their best game to date, with bug fixes and putting stuff into the game. But it still was a commercial flop because 6 months, a month in, and you couldn't even freaking find matches that work full with fucking bots. Give it a little bit more time on Killer Clowns. That's what you're going to find here. You're going to find a lot of lobbies just, bot ridden, because all it is with these games, it's just like, oh, this is what we're going to do. This is the way we're going to act. And we don't care in any other way, shape, or form to listen to our communities. Or if we do listen, it's only going to be to certain people, and the rest can essentially go fuck themselves. We'll give them shout out like, oh, we're on it. We're totally going to do this, and then just never do anything.
No, yeah.
That's how it is with clowns. Like I said earlier, I still send them shit over Instagram all the time. Try to. And what am I getting constantly? Placated responses. With this, ooh, we'll do something with this. Totally, thank you. We've sent it to our report team. And like I told somebody over Instagram earlier, who wanted to fucking sit there and say they're still updating the game. Fucking really? We haven't seen an update since June 3rd. And we're in the second to last week of fucking August.
Yep.
And are you really going to tell me that they're expecting the people of this community of Killer Clowns to wait? Because it said 2026. So they're expecting people to wait. Until Halloween of next year to have anything happen with Killer Clowns. Oh, that's like that South Park moment with the Hindi Vindaloop. It's like, oh, fuck you. Because it ain't going to happen. This game's going to be dead long before then.
I mean, what sucks is you could easily show we queue into a lobby right now. I don't think it's improved much.
No, I guarantee you it's probably still, let's see. Well, it went down a little bit. Well, it's also 2:37 in the afternoon, so probably people are getting on. But I don't like to have these conversations in lobbies because people are like, oh, what are you talking about? Shit. And then, yeah, people are.
No, but I know. Like, what was the queue time anyway?
58 seconds for me.
I still don't believe it. Like,
well,
what's 58 basically could be like almost 3 minutes.
Well, yeah, I mean, how long have we been sitting here for freaking 58 seconds on the freaking calendar and been here for like 3 to 4? Like, it's one of these type of things to where it is what it is. You want to get mad at me for saying it? Cool, great. The truth is what the truth is. I don't care if people get mad at me for it. People can call me negative all they want to. People can say all I do is complain. And it's like, well, yes, when all you give me is no reason to freaking do anything other than complain, then that's what I'm going to do. Because literally, there's nothing to praise you for at this point. You left one game high and dry. Well, 2 games high and dry. You left Killer Clowns, and Gunmedia left Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And Gun fucked up. They literally shut Texas down entirely. Made the freaking shit peer-to-peer so they could go on to freaking Halloween. And it's like, it's not a good look for either one of you two. It really isn't.
There's no need to maintain the server or servers, whatever capacity they left the pre-loved game on.
Mm-hmm.
Peer-to-peer makes it easier. It's basically the lazy way out.
So, and I mean, okay, is Halloween going to have rage quitting penalties? Is it going to be anything like it was with Friday, where if the host leaves, the whole match just? Is it going to have? Are they going to do anything with the freaking rampant hacking and modding and cheating that was in Friday? TCM. Because Trix plays TCM more than I do, and he still says that there's hackers into that game to this very fucking day.
I pissed a couple off last time I was on, like I told you. It was really
Yeah.
funny.
And Gun still does nothing. So it's one of these type of things to where it's just like, well, those are the kind of companies that you're getting yourself into. And I'm just trying to warn people. I'm just trying to tell people, it's like, look, take this from somebody who's been trying to help these games out, been trying to help their communities out. And people wonder why these communities are so damn toxic. Well, look no further than the mother and the father of Gunmedia and Illfonics.
Hey, what's a super curable STD? Like one that you could really, like anyone could get it and just be like, oh my god, it's not so bad, just go pop a pill.
I don't know. I don't have STDs.
Well, anyway, let's just act like that, okay? It's like, if people don't want to listen to you for being the guy that was like, hey, don't go over there and let that chick let you hit. Okay, layman's terms, okay? Like, especially if you're going to go in there with no protection in mind. Warning fairly given. Like, that's basically all I'm saying. It's like, dude, it could fall on deaf ears. It could fall on willing to hear you out and listen and follow said warning ears. Whatever. But you're the guy that was like, fucking let's throw it all the way back in the colonial days. You were like the village crier, bro. Like say fucking one of the like village leaders was like, hey, bro, need you to go and tell everybody that this one guy and chick, nobody lay with them, otherwise you're gonna be itching for days and you're gonna cry about it. And it's like, all right, so you went and did your due diligence and assignment, right? It was up to the rest of the village people to, like, either they heard it or they didn't.
No,
That's what it comes to now.
Well, that's definitely where I'm at with it.
Way.
Because it's just like, you know, if people in the ACM community don't want to hear me, don't want to hear what I have to say, and even after what's happened with Texas Chainsaw, Killer Clowns, Ghostbusters, and they don't want to take it for what it is, well, like I say in these ACM games all the time, you can't help stupidity. If you can't see Gunmedia and Illfonics for exactly what the fuck they are, then you deserve what you get. Because I tell you now, Killer Clowns will be my last Illfonics game that I actually pay money for. I will not touch this Halloween game unless it's free for Game Pass, or if it's free for PlayStation Plus, or if Ill really wants somebody on their side who will keep them honest and wants to give me a game code, or both of us a game code, wants to get an open lines of communication with both of us over Instagram, even more so than I already have, and they want to show that they can do the work, give us early access to the game. Give us a free copy. But just understand this. You will have your feet held to the fire. I'm not gonna do what every other YouTuber and every other freaking Twitch streamer does with your games. I'm not gonna sit here and blow you for no reason. Like, if you want me to get on my hands and knees, you
some of them. I'm not gonna throw names out there, but like we're aware that some got free.
Oh, Oh,
copies.
yes. For one, that. And, dude, I
And
cannot.
also not just for themselves, but free copies to pass out as if they were fucking. I'm sorry, I was about to get really hood with it. I was about to say fizz pills at a local party, but not everybody's from the Bay. I'm sorry, I apologize on that one. But it's yeah, it's like you fucking going to say I don't know a EDM thing, and now everybody want to be on Molly or ecstasy or something. It's like really chill. Like, dude, you guys got your freebies, and then you were passing out freebies. You still got to keep the fucking drug dealer honest.
Hmm?
Like, is your shit good or is it bunk? Is it a hit or miss? Is it a bumpy ride? Is it a roller coaster? Are you gonna get stuck on the loop? Is it gonna get stuck on the third loop and now you're upside down for hours until maintenance comes for repairs
Mm-hmm.
and,
Well,
and
because
an ambulance come to fucking save you? And
it's one
yes,
of
I
these
said
type of
ambulance.
things. Well, because it's one of these type of things, and dude, we both know it. We both. How much you want to bet if you go check
Mhm.
Twitch right now, or later on today? How much do you want to bet that 90% of those streamers, 90% of the people on YouTube are going to be, oh my god, Illfonic and Gunmedia make a Halloween game, oh my... And it's like, but
Um,
guys, we all play the same game. We all play the same fucking shit. We've all seen the same bugs, dealt with the same
I love some
community.
of them, bro, but like one of them's already doing it.
No,
He changed the header to his stream and it said something about let's talk it or whatever, and I was like,
well, depending on what he's
let's not.
saying, it is depending on what he's saying, and it's like if he's keeping it truthful, because the reality of it is this is what this ASIM community in gaming space needs more of. Gun Media and Illfonic need their feet held to the fucking fire. The reason why they keep doing this shit, the reason why you're seeing this right now with Killer Clowns and Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's because they know they can get away with it. They know that plenty of these people are gonna talk their shit and then run out and pre-order it, buy it day one, and be there with bells on.
Mm-hmm.
They know it. Because people in this ASM space are used to being in an abusive relationship. Then they'll fucking whine and cry about the drug dealer, abusive girlfriend or boyfriend that is Illfonic and Gun Media. And then go right back to them the next time they make another licensed game. And dude, I'm being the smart motherfucker in this situation. I'm out. Yeah, I'll play Killer Clowns because I bought this game. I'm going to get my money's worth. But dude, giving them more money for another game? Fuck that. I wouldn't even waste my worst enemy's money. No. And all I can say, Illfonic and Gun Media, it's just on you. Dude, I saw the shit smeared writing on the wall with TCM.
Yeah.
Don't believe me? I got a video, like I told you, up on my channel. As soon as I heard Black Tower was coming in to take over Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I knew they weren't going to save that game. And a year after that video went up, boom. And what's going to happen when they can't keep getting... Because the thing of it is, now, am I wrong with this one? You can probably do your research easier than I could. Was all the Halloween movies made by the same people? You know, the same studio.
Okay, hold on, give me a second.
Yeah, I can't remember if it's always the same
nerd on
studio
that
or not.
Black and white, we tend to double check in my nephew's room. He has like all the Halloween movies on print, so just gonna peruse it real quick. Give me a second. Okay, that's that one. Okay. Let's go with a 90%. Original
Okay.
studio. All of them
Okay.
shared. So
Okay, then 90% of the stuff they could probably use, depending on how much copyright stuff they're going to get, and then the other ones they're not going to be able to. Or what happens when they pull the
Well, because
same?
you also can't count the knockoff anthology, not really affiliated with Michael
Mm-hmm.
movies, so you have to take them out of that too. So you can't really
Or
use
we had
that
to,
as relevant
well,
content.
we also have to ask ourselves too, is like, what's the game going to be like? Is it going to be like Friday, where it's a singular killer? Is it going to be like Texas Chainsaw, where it's multiple? Which I don't see how the fucking hell they can do that. I just don't, because Michael's always been Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to try to make him supernatural like Jason? Which, to the movies, wouldn't make any fucking sense because, well, I mean, if you ever see the last movie, yeah, the explanation doesn't make fucking any goddamn fucking sense. Like, that he was a human, like, essentially he was a human Saiyan. The more he killed, the stronger he got. And it's like, but he's human. The fuck?
Yeah.
It's just, nah, man. And even like one of the YouTubers who I will give credit for, because he will put their feet to the fire when they need it. And I almost guarantee there'll be a video up on his channel later today talking about this very game. Because he's already talked about this. It is just like, yeah. I'm sorry, Gunmedia and Illfonics, it's just, they don't breathe an air of trust. Why do you think you go over Instagram right now and look at these posts? You're seeing people going off on them, saying, remember Friday, Texas, Killer Clowns. It's because they're right. Don't forget these games. Keep them in your fucking mind when you're going to make your purchase, whether you do or not. Because they're a good look into exactly what you're getting yourself into when it comes with Halloween the game.
Yeah.
And always remember too, not one, two games got milked for money and dropped the second they had a new prospect fall into their lap. And what's to say they won't do the same thing with Halloween?
I mean, it is fucked up. You mentioned it earlier, probably before you even started streaming, but it is very visually adjacent to that episode of American Dad.
Oh yeah.
when they did that to Roger.
Yeah, when they hooked him up. Well, that's why I said at the beginning.
Yeah, to make potato salad. Like,
well,
oh my god, dude.
Well, that's the reason. Well, like, that's the reason why I ended up mentioning it at the beginning of the stream. Is they're gonna take Michael Myers, like they did with the Killer Clowns, like they did with TCM. They're gonna hook him up to the milking machine, and they're gonna feed him and suck him fucking goddamn dry of every freaking piece of thing they can get from them. And then as soon as they're not profitable anymore, or a better prospect drops in their lap, they're okay. Well, we're done with you. Fuck you and bye. And any of the community they build up, it's gonna be left sitting there like, the fuck.
Kind of left there with the sour milk in your mouth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lack of a better word.
Or you could be sitting there like Roger by the end of it, like being like, "Oh, kill me," as the machine just breaks. because
it's so bad, bro.
Because see, sadly, TCM and Killer Clowns really was like they had the main titular characters of the franchise in that machine. But then they had every single one of their players in the same fucking machine. And okay, we're not even gonna talk human centipede with this. Nah, they had you hooked into machines, facing each other, locking eyes together, and just waiting for one to die. Which one was it gonna be first? Was it gonna be the community, or was it gonna be them pulling the plug on the game? And when I say this, because I want people to understand this, say take Killer Clowns for example, because TCM is essentially dead. No updates, they're not doing anything else with it, no new content. Yes, it still has players, but essentially, by what the developers have said, it's dead. Killer Clowns is essentially the same fucking way. We have it could be this week, it could be in October, It could be 4 years from now. We have no fucking clue on when anything's coming. That, my dear viewer, is classified a dead game. And mind you, they dropped both games for what they considered to be a better prospect. And then people are like, well, why are these people mad at this company? Well, they just deserve everything they get. And it's like, no, they don't. People are mad because they keep doing this shit over and over and over. And you people are sitting there like, well, it will have a playable story. Yeah, so did Ghostbusters. You know how long of a playable story it had? 20 minutes. 20, maybe if you're lucky, 20 to 35 minutes. That's it. That's going to be your story in Halloween.
That's terrible.
That's going to, and who's to even say that you can even replay it? Because in Ghostbusters, you couldn't even do that. Once it was done, it was done.
Oh, God. You couldn't even start a new game.
No. And
oh, no.
Well, it's because, like, essentially all the save data does, it saves your settings. It's like in this game. It's like if you were to delete all your save data, it's your settings, your customization options, and all that type of stuff. If you delete that, your level and everything else will still be here. Same with your challenges, but everything else will just get reset. It's one of these type of things to where, and you know, I keep telling this shit to people. It's like, I don't want to have to be this guy. I don't want to have to be this way. But the reality of it is what it is. It's like, if you look into Illfonics, they have a history of doing this. So does Gun. And mind you, Friday and TCM, there are two only games that I know of. And they have a history of, oh, well, this is not profitable anymore. Well, fuck you. And just, boop. But they say they're such horror fans. And mind you, that's not even talking about all the shit that Matt says and Wes says and the way Matt reacts to people over social media. How when they left the fucking game with Danny and Nancy and it was broken and, well, we don't feel the need to apologize, but we will apologize if you feel like we need to. And it's like, fuck you. Like, that was my initial reaction to that. It's like, man, you're a dick. Or Miles. Freaking being like, I swear to God there was a gun to the back of that poor guy's head in that fucking stream. We just couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, I told you that.
Well, dude,
I
even you.
told you what it was.
Well, dude, even you said it. It's like, he did not want to. Oh no, he drew the short freaking end of the straw.
He was absolutely the fucker that drew the fucking shortest straw.
So.
And they're like, all right, bro.
No, yeah, man. Wow, they got rid of him. They got rid of Albert.
They're gonna eat me alive. They're like, the Walking Dead rules apply here, bro. It is what it is. It's like, wow.
Man. I mean, what?
He fumbled. Man, I don't even need to go and look back at that stream. He fumbled to the paper, his quote script or his notes 8 times. 8 times off redirects on the questions in chat. 8 times.
Well, mind you, the only
I understand if you have to like lean in and be like, well, there isn't really much to tell them or offer. How do I reword it? Dude, you only need to do that shit maybe a turn away 2 different times. Even fake it out like somebody was whispering something to you or mouthing it to you. Like off camera. Do whatever. But dude, it was bad. It was like knowing that you're that goat put out for the T-Rex to eat in Jurassic Park.
Pretty much. Well,
That's
I mean,
what happened.
Well, yeah. And I feel like there's always a sacrificial. I felt the same way with Predator over their forums, with the people they had go on there, and I feel like they were the sacrificial lambs. They were the lambs who were just thrown to the slaughter because they knew the slaughter was coming when they pissed off an entire community of people, and we're like, well, we're not going to give you nothing else. Fuck you, bye. And then expected everybody else just to be completely okay with it. And it's like, dude, no. And thinking people wonder why their communities are seeming to get nasty and vitriolic towards them. And it's just like, well, you treat your communities this way, and what the fuck do you expect to fucking happen? What do you expect to fucking happen when you treat your communities like hammered dog shit? Shit, at least you would treat dog shit better than you treat most of your communities. You at least will step in dog shit if you freaking see it. Shit, you'll step all over your fucking communities if you see them or not. And then like, well, why are people getting mad at us? And it's like, well, gee, I fucking wonder. I wonder why people are getting mad at you when they get tired of getting treated like fucking crap. It's something to where I don't get why Illfonics, well, I mean, I do get it. I mean, it's half and half. I don't get it, but I do get it. I mean, I know why they do it. It's because of ego. Shit, I swear to God, Wes Callister's head is up his ass so fucking far that he thinks his freaking farts don't stink. To be God honest. Like, but you know, I'm getting tired of talking about this, so I'm going to wrap this up. Take it for what you will. If you want to buy it, feel free, go ahead. I feel bad for you, but there's nothing else I can say. If you don't want to, give it 6 months to 7, wait for a sale, and get it then. That's your best bet. Well, this has been Neo, out.